Coming at you live from the 880 Ched Studios for this here pregame meal, Stanley Cup Final Edition. Can you believe we're back here doing this again? I can't, but let's get cooking anyway, my friends. Yeah, there's just something poetic about this year's Cup Final, right? There's so many stars that had to align to get both of these teams back to where they're at and get them here in relatively similar fashion. A lot of tread left on the tires as this series gets going, which has me tremendously excited for what lies in front of us. Lots of skill on both sides and certainly a lot of grit coming from the Florida Panthers, but if you ask around, you get the sense that Edmonton is as well equipped to match that grit from the Panthers as anybody else in the National Hockey League. We're going to see it unfold likely early in Game 1, and when it does, I mean, light the rocket. Let's get this thing going immediately. I am a little bit hesitant after yet another break here for the Edmonton Oilers about how they're going to perform over the course of the full 60 minutes. Of course, to start the Dallas series, you'll recall a great 40 minutes, great first and second period before it collapsed away in the third, really saving Dallas from getting swept out of the Western Conference Finals. But that was as much on Edmonton as it was Dallas playing a good third period. So if you can come out and provide a complete effort in this game tonight, I think it sets a strong tone for where you're at the rest of the series. Remember that Edmonton also knows how to dig their way out of a 3-0 hole. So while you, of course, are looking for the victory in any game you're playing in, it's not the be-all, end-all tonight. That being said, the last 4 Stanley Cup champions have all won the first game of the series. The Cats doing it in last year's, of course. So something worth chewing on anyway here in your pregame meal. I asked my listeners this week on Inside Sports who they thought the X factor would be coming into this series, and it was right across the board. It could be anybody here, from Sam Bennett to Brad Marchand on one side, Stuart Skinner officiating, I heard. It could go any direction. For me, the X factor is going to be depth. How do these two teams and their bottom part of the lineup sort of saw each other off, if you will, and then let the superstars be the ones to decide this series? Because when it boils down to superstars, I don't think anybody can outmatch what Edmonton brings to the table, and certainly not the way that McDavid and Draisaitl have been playing. Things can change fast, but both teams are entering the series nearly at full health, save for Zach Hyman, the dislocated wrist, and Connor Brown is a game-time decision with an illness, though we are expecting him to play tonight. So you're looking at getting the best out of both of these teams, assuming that both of them can overcome a few days off here with the engine idling, so to say, in between days. They're also probably very grateful to have had a couple days to ease the bodies off of game action too. So we will see how this all plays out, my friends, in a couple hours time, depending on when you're listening to this. It all unfolds live on 880 Ched just after 6 o'clock, emanating from downtown Edmonton. That's where you can find me and about 50,000 of my closest friends, somewhere in there tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I know you are too. Hopefully you're satiated by this pregame meal. Enjoy.